Good evening, everyone, participants, guests, and the team from Project Creative Collab. This is Aina from PCC. We'd like to give some rules before we start the meeting. First is that we request the participants to kindly open their videos or camera on during the meeting. Number two, be mindful of the background noises during the meeting and kindly mute the microphone when aren't speaking. Number three, we request that participants rename their full name for the attendance purposes. For those of you who have questions, kindly park them at our chat box, and we'll discuss it later on during our Q&A sessions. And lastly, you'll be providing an post-evaluation link that should be answered as part of the attendance and the distribution of certificates. Meanwhile, we'd like to introduce to you tonight, Ms. Monica Manalili, a dynamic speaker and facilitator specializing in social media branding and assessment. With a passion for harnessing the power of digital platforms, Monica brings a wealth of expertise to help the individuals and businesses optimize their online presence. Through engaging workshops and insightful presentations, she empowers her audience with practical strategies and tools to elevate their brand identity and effectively navigate the ever evolving landscape of social media. Get ready to embark on a journey of digital transformation with Monica as your guide. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aina. And all right, so good evening, everyone. Um, so welcome to day 2 of Project Creative Collabs um, webinar series for March. And let me just share my screen. All right. Can anybody see my screen? All
Yes.
right. Okay, thank you. All right, so we are on the part 2 of social media branding assessment. And today we'll be talking about um, significance of social media branding assessment and branding assessment strategies. Now, before we start, gusto ko lang tanungin sa inyo. So, sino dito ngayon or ano yung um, saan kayo nag-establish ng inyong online presence? So if you're a freelancer or if you have a business, saan kayo nag-establish ng inyong social media presence? Okay, so we have Renz Rosell sa FB and IG, Facebook for Aina, FB for Ate Evs, FB. So maraming nasa FB, ano? All right. And so bakit natin tinanong kung saan kayo um, nag-establish ng online presence? Kasi and nowadays, very important na especially if you have a business, kailangan natin magkaroon ng online presence. Now, our topic for today will definitely help you out um, establishing your online presence. Okay, so now social media um, branding assessment is actually going to be very helpful for freelancers. If you have business for business owners, um, I'm sure you'll be learning a lot of things for today's webinar. And medyo mahaba-haba itong ating webinar for today. Medyo siksik siya. So I hope if you have questions like what was mentioned earlier, please park your questions and we will answer that at the end of the session, okay? All right. Okay, so first we'll start with significance of social media branding assessment. Now, social media branding assessment is very crucial it's a crucial process for businesses and organizations. So um, we do we do a branding assessment to evaluate your presence social media platforms. So we will check your performance on various social media platforms, and it involves analyzing the effectiveness of your strategies, your engagement with your target audience, and overall impacts digital landscape. Now, all right. Now, these are the significance of the social media branding assessment. Now, these are the key points that we have to to bear in mind. Bakit kailangan natin magkaroon ng social media branding assessment? So, number one, understanding brand perception. So, customers' opinions shape brand perception, enabling businesses to excel and improve. So, if you notice, um, there are some businesses na nag-ano sila, they they provide like feedback. Kung minsan pumunta kayo sa mga establishment, di ba, meron sa yung binibigay na form um, to answer if how's the service. So it is very important for every establishments, every businesses to know um, what their customers think or what their clients think about their brand or about even the service. So by doing a social media brand assessment, it will gonna help freelancers, or it will gonna help businesses to gain more insight on how their brand is being perceived by their audience. Next, monitoring brand reputation. Now, with social media, it's very easy to build or damage reputation. Sabi nga before, di ba? With traditional customer service, sabi nila kapag meron kang isang sinabihan na pangit about a certain product, kapag sinabi mo yun sa isang tao, 10 lang yung pwedeng maging sampu yung maimpluwensya na okay, pangit tong brand na to. Pero pag maganda yung product mo, minsan isa lang ang pinagsasabihan mo, di ba? But with social media right now, it's easy na kumalat yung issue if someone is ranting over TikTok, or pag may naipost ka, sino na ba nang ka-experience ito na naipost sa Facebook dahil may nireklamo? Or have you experienced na mag-post dahil meron kayong reklamo sa isang product or service? Umamin, sino? Okay, si Aina, sino pa? So walang nagrereklamo sa inyo online, never pa kayo nag-experience. So maraming tao, if you check on some of the feeds, minsan sa mga Facebook groups, di ba? Meron doon mga nagrarant sila na bakit ganito yung service, hindi sila satisfied. So it's easy to build and damage reputation ng mga brands, ng mga businesses dahil sa social media. That's ganun kabilis ang pagkalat ng um, ng news or ng feed about your product or about your brand. So that's why we have to make sure that when that happens, meron tayong kaya nating i-control, or at least meron tayong gawin to prevent those things from happening. And when that happens, I think at least we will be able to manage it. Next, measuring brand engagement. So social media brand assessment allows us to measure the level of engagement of our content generates. So usually kapag nagpo-post tayo, 'di ba? Ano yung tinitignan natin kapag nagpo-post tayo? 'Di ba? Kung merong bang nag-like, may nag-share ba? Anong nararamdaman natin kapag meron tayong pinost na wow, nag-viral agad, or maraming nag-like or maraming views, 'di ba? Anong una tinitingnan natin? Anong unang wina-wonder nyo? Mamo-monetize na ba ako? Di ba may ganon? So, with the social media brand assessment, there are some metrics that we can use to measure um, if our contents are doing good, if it's um, resonating to our audience. So the more engagement that you have, the stronger connection with your followers. And with this metrics, you will be able to refine or strategize better contents, and you'll be able to match your target audience taste, their interests, and their expectations with the contents that you'll be making. Okay, and again, your questions, please take note of them and then just post it at the end of the session. Okay, and next, benchmarking against competitors. So when we do social media brand assessment, um, it will help us um, compare our brands to our competitors. So we will be able to like identify yung strength natin, yung weaknesses. Ganun din sa mga competitors natin. We will be able to like identify ano ba yung ginagawa nila, ano ba yung um, mga mga contents nila, bakit nagki-click, bakit sa akin hindi. So we will be able to identify kung ano yung mga strategies nila na pwede nating gayahin. It's not bad na gayahin sila, but we could do better sa dun sa mga ginagawa nila sa kanilang mga social media platforms. So part of the assessment is us to check our competitors. And this is also called bench competitive benchmarking, kung narinig niyo na yon. So basically, we're just going to need to understand yung concept nila, yung kanilang performance overall. And what else? Next. Okay, again, another significance why social media brand assessment is important is that we are able to identify opportunities and trends. So with social media assessment, we can uncover, we can formulate like SWOT. So sinong makakapagsabi ko ano yung SWOT? SWOT analysis. Anyone? So SWOT is our strength, weakness, opportunities, and
Time bound.
Or trends. Yan. Okay. So when we do social media brand assessment, we will be able to identify kung ano yung strength natin and strength um, ng competitors, our weakness ng competitors, and ano yung mga opportunities and trends na we can use to formulate our strategies. And another significance why we have to do social media branding assessment is to enhance customer experience. Now with social media, it's easy right now to post our questions or complaints with companies. So maraming companies ngayon, they are doing like I think PLDT, Meralco, they're more engaged with Messenger. Pag nagre-report sinong nagre-report dito sa or nagrereklamo dito sa PLDT through Messenger. Have you tried na magreklamo sa PLDT through Messenger? Sino nag-report ng power loss sa Meralco? Wala pang nag-try na ganon? Always PLDT, yes. Diba? It's better or it's faster para sa atin to communicate with them through social media because parang instantaneous sila nagre-reply, di ba? Although there's some na naka-chatbot naman, um, as long as we uh, immediately address their questions or complaints, brands that are actually actively engaged and who are responding um, immediately with their customers can actually provide good customer service, and they build stronger relationship with their clients or with their customers. And next. Okay, so improving marketing strategies. So part of why we have to perform social media brand assessment is, of course, we need to improve our marketing strategies. So everything that lahat ng mga uncover natin during brand assessment, lahat yan, it all boils down to ano yung dapat nating gawin. Ano yung dapat nating gawin para ma-improve, para maging stronger ang ating presence. It all boils down to improving our marketing strategies. So knowing what type of content performs best, which platforms drive more traffic, so what time of the day yung pwedeng pinaka-best to post contents. These information can give us or enhance the effectiveness of our marketing strategies. And another, lastly, this one of the importance again of why we have to do social media brand assessment is for us to check if yung ginagawa ba nating mga campaigns, ads, are they effective. Using assessment, we will be able to evaluate yung return of investment natin, because we will be able to like track yung metrics. We could analyze the impact of those metrics on our business objectives, like lead generation or website traffic. So we can assess kung saan ba dapat natin dalhin or ilaan yung resources natin. Like say for example, nag-post kayo ng ad sa Facebook and sa TikTok, or sa Meta and sa TikTok. Based on those tracking or those metrics, we will be able to identify kung ano ba yung mas maraming reach, anong mas maraming conversion, versus dun sa ads or campaign natin sa TikTok. So with that information, at least we will be able to identify, okay, mas lalagay ako ng more budget with the ads dito sa TikTok kasi mas maganda yung return ng investment dito. Mas maganda yung feed ng tao with regards to the campaign. So those are the significance of social media brand assessment. And again, do you have any concern or any suggestion or any, question about the significance of social media brand assessment? Wala? Okay. So with the significance of social brand assessment, we were able to identify, okay, how to measure ROI. Yeah. Sige, we'll discuss that later on. So with the significance of social media brand assessment, it answers where are we sa ating social media platform, or kung sa ating social media presence, and where do we want to go. So I asked you earlier kung nasaan ang inyong mga social media presence. So with that, it should answer your where do you want to go and nasan kayo ngayon. Now, how do we get there? How do we get to our goals? So we will gonna be discussing branding assessment strategies. Okay. Now, of course, lahat ng ginagawa natin, especially with social media management, lahat yan may strategies. And these are the strategies that most, if not all of the social media managers have used, and it's actually a proven strategy. So number one, setting clear objectives. Of course, for when we when we um, when we do brand assessment, we have to set clear objectives. Bakit ba natin kailangan mag brand assessment? Anong kailangan natin at para saan to? So of course, number one, we have to define purpose of social media brand assessment. So we have to remember how do you formulate an objective. So we have to think smart. So sino nakakaalam ng smart? What do you mean? What do we mean by smart? Smart goals should be so smart is should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. All right. So when we set clear objectives, we define yung purpose of you know purpose of why do we have to do that. For example, we wanted to improve brand awareness. Okay na ba yon? Sasabihin ko lang, ay, gusto ko lang kasi ng brand awareness. Is that enough? So when we say specific, it has to be specific, meaning we have to identify also kung anong platform yung gusto mong i-assess. Like, for example, for Facebook, I want to increase engagement. Is that enough? Siyempre, hindi pa siya clear kasi increase engagement. So it has to be measurable. I want to increase I want to increase engagement for engagement like 20% or 30%. And it should be time bound. So I would like to increase engagement in Facebook in like 3 months. So it's specific. It is tama si Ate Eb. So increase brand awareness by 20% to 18 years old to 25 years old who loves pizza Instagram. Very specific, Ate Ebs. Very good. Thank you. All right. So that's how you set up clear goals. What about others? Can you give me examples on perfect clear objectives? Say for example, sa mga Facebook page nyo. Can you give me an example on ano yung gusto nyo maging objective if you will be doing your own assessment sa inyong page? Anyone besides Ate Evs? Try. Natulog na yata sila. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Number 2, another strategy is we have to establish key performance indicators or KPI. Well, we have to select relevant metrics to measure the success of our social media efforts. We have to set realistic targets for each KPI based on industry benchmarks and previous performance. So with KPI, meron din tong SMART objectives, or meron din tong SMART, may tinatawag tayong SMART KPI. So it has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be realistic, it has to be attainable, and it has to be time bound as well. Now, some metrics, say for example, we wanted to measure follower growth or reach. So it has to be as clear as possible. Let's say, do you want it to have to increase, your Facebook follower by 500 next month, or click-through rates by 20% by the end of the year. So it has to be measurable. Maita-track ba natin to? May quantify ba natin yung progress? Like say, for example, pumunta ako sa Facebook or Meta Analytics or Meta Insights or Google Analytics. Makikita ko ba yung progress ko? Kunyari, ang goal natin is for like 3 months. On the first month ba, makikita ko na agad na may progress ako. So it has to be measurable. And it should be attainable. Let's make it real. Hindi naman pwedeng kapag nag-set tayo ng KPI, sasabihin ba natin na sa tingin mo ba pag sinabi kong ang goal ko is 1 million followers by next month, realistic ba 'yon? Sa tingin niyo realistic ba 'yon? Yes, no, it's not really realistic. So usually alam na alam ng mga social media managers yan kung alam nyo kung nasaan kayo, alam nyo kung ano yung stand ng inyong social media presence. So it has to be realistic. You should also base your KPI doon sa mga past um, past na mga metrics nyo din. So it has to be just realistic. Pwede naman mangarap pero keep it real, di ba? So, and it should be relevant. Should be relevant to your goal. So, kailangan naka-align yung metric na i-assess nyo with your business goal or with your client's goal. And timely, of course, again, sinabi natin na we have to measure, or there should be like a time frame for us to know na itong campaign natin is working, or if na-meet ba natin yung goal with that specific time frame. Hindi pwedeng sabihin natin na okay, gusto ko lang ng 500 followers. Ano ba yan? Forever na ba yan na goal mo? Or maghahantay ba tayo until maka-reach ka ng 500 followers or additional 500 followers? Hindi mo siya masusukat kung aantayin mo lang siya. You have to have like a sense of urgency, or you have to have like a time frame kung kailan mo siya dapat na ma-meet or ma-accomplish. So parang pag tayo nag-set ng goal sa buhay natin, di ba? Nag-set tayo at the age of like 30 or 45, gusto ko, retired na ako, gusto ko nag-travel na lang ako. So we have to have like a time frame for that. Okay, next strategy. Evaluating brand consistency. So yesterday we have talked about branding with Ate Evs. So doon in-explain niya yung importance ng branding and your profile, your logos. So with social media, we have to evaluate, or we have to check when we do branding assessment. We have to check if your brand is consistent on all across the social media platforms. So we check if your profile, your cover photos, your bio, your brand messaging, they're all consistent. Say kung ano yung nakalagay sa Facebook mo, kung ano yung nakalagay sa YouTube mo, kung anong nakalagay sa TikTok mo, yung logo mo dapat nandun, present. Your creatives, dapat nandun lahat din ng logo mo. Even the messaging, it has to be consistent. So pag sinabi natin consistency, dapat present yung all branding elements mo. That's either it's visual or verbal elements. So pag visual, um, ano yun? So that includes logo, colors, fonts, images, videos. Now for verbal elements naman ng branding, that's the tone, the voice, and the message. So kunyari, even sa posting ng time schedule, it has to be consistent. So kunyari yung brand personality mo, dapat kahit na iba-ibang platform yan, it should be the same on all your social media platforms. So for example, your brand is youthful, or let's say for example Nike. Their brand personality is like inspiring, it's motivation. So nakikita natin sa lahat ng ads nila, or lahat ng platform, whether it's digital or even the traditional advertising, makikita natin kung ano yung personality ng brand nila. So there's consistency. Kaya tumatak sa isip natin na okay, itong Nike, pag nakita mo yung kanyang logo pa lang, alam mo na Nike yun. Yung slogan nila, tagline nila, alam mo na Nike yun. Because they are consistent all throughout their in every platform, they're very consistent. So next. All right. Next is analyzing content quality and relevance. So with branding assessment, we also analyze the quality of the content that we share on each platform. So we check yung text, image, videos, even the links. So it has to be, with the contents, dapat it has to be visually appealing, yung quality ng creatives nyo, yung caption, is it grammatically correct? Yung brand tone, yung voice, naka-align ba yan sa inyong sa inyong brand? Naka-align ba yung content nyo with your target audience? Your content should also be aligned with your buyer's journey. So I believe diniscuss ito kahapon ni Ate Evs, yung marketing funnel. Kung nakikinig kayo, sige nga, bigay niyo sa akin yung or type in the chat box kung ano-ano yung marketing funnel na diniscuss ni Ate Evs kahapon. Pinahagpiyawan niya yon. I think there's like 4. Okay, awareness. Thank you, Michaela. All right, consideration. Okay, conversion, loyalty. Tama. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, yes, tama si Ashley. So it's awareness stage, consideration stage, conversion or decision stage, loyalty. And another one is, meron pa tayong last one actually, 5. It's advocacy. So each stage comes with corresponding objective, and each should have a unique social media strategy. Bakit? Kasi each stage would have may kanya-kanyang need yung ating client. May kanya-kanyang need. Each stage may kanya-kanyang pain points. So once na maintindihan natin kung ano yung pain points nila, yung needs at every stage, mas makakapag-formulate tayo ng effective strategy, kung ano yung mga content na ipopost natin. So for example, kunyari ako may sige, yung mga babae tatanungin ko kayo. Pag sinabing um, um, pwede ba kitang i-date? Anong isasagot mo? Ngayon lang tayo nagkita. Pwede ba tayo mag-date? Who you? Oh, di ba? Who you? Ano pa? No. No. Di ba hindi tayo agad umuoo? Kasi bakit? Bakit hindi tayo agad umuoo? Kasi ano dapat natin gawin? Kailangan, di ba, makilala muna natin. So it's similar with our marketing funnel. So kailangan na muna nating dumaan sa awareness stage. Magpakilala muna tayo, di ba? O, pagkatapos magpakilala, ano, magpapakilala lang, okay, ako si ganyan, ako si ganyan. Ma, pwede na ba yon? Mapapapayag ko na ba kayong makipag-date sa akin? O, alam mo lang pangalan ko, ako si Monica Manalili, ganyan. Enough na ba yon? Hindi pa din, di ba? So, may next step pa tayo. Consideration stage. Siyempre, kailangan medyo um, pupunta na, mamasyal na ako sa inyo, magdadala na ako ng konting gift. Similar with consideration stage sa social media, magpapakilala, brand awareness. Next is magbibigay tayo ng more or detailed or deeper, tama, mag-stock muna. Deeper um, deeper understanding kung sino ka, di ba? Oh, tama, malalaman what you can offer. Tama. Ipapakilala, kumbaga magbibigay tayo ng additional information about ourselves. Decision stage, okay, nandito na tayo. Kilala na kita, okay, kilala na kita, medyo may alam na ako sa'yo. Pero syempre, during decision stage, may agam-agam pa ako eh. Teka, paano kung magkamali ako ng ano, umuo ako agad ako tapos hindi pala siya mabait. Oh, kailangan ko munang ano, um, more information about you. So paano ko kukunin 'yun? Kailangan ko ng feedback, kailangan ko magtatanong-tanong muna ako sa ibang tao. Okay ba 'to? So, okay ba siya, 'di ba? Magtatanong-tanong pa tayo, hindi tayo agad oo. No need pa ng push, correct? And next, okay, kailangan kailangan pa ng more kunyari more endorsement o di lalapit ako sa parents niya or sa mga kaibigan niya para alam mo yun i-endorse ako or magbigay pa sa akin ng mas magandang feedback. Kumbaga magpapa-good chat muna tayo, 'di ba? Sa hindi lang sa kanya kundi doon na sa mga ibang tao. It's like with social media during decision stage, the best for example, the best content that we can do is like um, we can post feedbacks, we can do UGC. So I believe we will have like another seminar for UGC. So um, abangan na lang natin yan. So with every stage ng buyer's journey, meron kanya-kanyang objective, meron kanya-kanyang pain points, meron kanya-kanyang need. So hindi laging yun at yun ang pinapost natin, hindi laging yun at yun um, ang ginagawa natin. Pwede na paghalu-haluin natin. So with us analyzing the content quality, we will have better understanding on what contents are better, what content should we use, or what type of contents would resonate to our audience. So we're also looking at kung ano bang mas format ang mas effective. Is it videos? Is it more on text? Or is it more on um, uh, pictures or still images? So that's this is one of the best strategies with doing a social, branding assessment to actually dito mas nagbababad analyzing yung content and its relevance. So aside from that, moving on, another strategy is we monitor audience engagement. Now, again, earlier we've already mentioned this. Social media engagement is a measure of our interactions with all of our social media content. So popular types of engagement would include like likes, comments, shares. So we also measure that. We If you go to Meta Insights, makikita natin doon kung gaano kadami yung likes, comments or shares. Sino nagche-check ng ano nyo, ng insight? Tinitignan nyo ba yung status ng inyong mga pinapost na content? Sinong gumagawa ninyo? Binabalikan yung mga pinost nila. O, kung tinignan ba nila, okay, marami na ba akong likes? Marami na ba akong share? So it's also important for us to go back and monitor those engagement kasi with those um, metrics, it will gonna help you understand um, what your audience taste, kung ano yung interest, anong mas interested sa kanila, and you can assess yung responsiveness ng mga audience nyo. Kasi when they do response, it means that you are resonating, or your brand or your contents are resonating, and you are connecting to your audiences. So that's one way of refining refining our marketing strategy. And next, conducting competitors analysis. So in order for us to benchmark against our competitors, we have to conduct competitors analysis. So in short, kailangan i-stock natin yung mga competitors natin. Titignan natin kung ano ba yung i-analyze natin kung ano yung mga again, yung ano yung strength nila, kung ano yung strategy nila, kung ano yung type ng content na pinapost nila, and we compare it to to how we are doing. So that's how we strategize. So if one content or if one strategy is working for them, bakit hindi natin try na gayahin and improve it? Hindi naman masamang gaya, di ba? And yung mga Filipinos, napakagaling natin manggaya. And next is social media listening. So, sino na naka-encounter nito? Social media listening. So, wala pa. Now, social media listening it's a practice of monitoring social media channels for mentions of your brand, competitor brands, and related keywords. Also, kasama dyan yung hashtags. So, kapag may nag-mention sa brand mo, or may nag-mention sa competitors mo, or even the keywords, say for example, you're in insurance business. So lahat ng mentions about about insurance, or lahat ng hashtag related sa insurance business, magagather yan ng tool, and that's social listening tool. I believe Sprout, and Sprout Social, and ano pa daw? HubSpot. Meron silang mga social listening na tools na pwedeng gamitin. This is very helpful for brands kasi we will be able to identify kung how our customers feel about our products and services, kung ano yung mga pain points. Not only that, we will have an idea um, on what is the trending within kung ano yung pinag-uusapan within the industry. So if you're an insurance business, makikita mo doon yung mga insight kung ano yung mga trending topics within that industry. So with that, you will also be able to come up with contents na about that specific topic or trend. Strategize tayo. What are the topics or what are the best content that we can post na mag-generate ng 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 engagement, since based on sa social media listening, ito yung nagte-trend. So that's how social media listening is. And part of that is we will be able to assess sentiment analysis. Ano na naman tong sentiment analysis na to? Well, sentiment analysis is it's basically translating yung mga feedback, yung mga survey, tsaka mga reviews into numbers. So ini-interpret lang nitong sentiment analysis yung actual feedback and actual mga survey, and then they translate it to numbers. So yun yung makikita nyo kung happy or sad. So may equivalent yun. So that's what sentiment analysis is. Okay, and moving forward, social media advertising. So with, of course, part of the strategy, we also check on and evaluate the effectiveness of our social media campaigns. Now, usually, we also check if yung nilabas ba nating pera with the campaign or with the ad, is it worth it? Yung return ng investment natin, sulit ba siya? So, there will be some metrics that we check in order for us to gauge kung ano yung kung effective ba yung ating social media campaign. Now, with social media advertising, alam naman natin, sino nang nag-try na mag-run ng ads dito? Or boost? Sino nang naka-try? Any raise of hands? Me, si Ate Malu. TikTok. Okay. All right. So, a difference ng boost and ad is Facebook ads is it's a more detailed campaign. Like, we will be able to identify, or we will be able to target yung mga buyers persona natin. Ano naman yung buyers persona? Ang dami namang term. Baka nalilito na kayo. Actually, marami talagang term sa social media management. Buyers persona is, ito yung target audience mo. You will be able to like set or identify ano yung gender niya, ano yung target na gender mo, age, bracket, psychography, yung behavioral characteristics nila, ano ba yung mga profession nila. With buyer's persona, once na maset niyo yan, once na alam nyo kung ano yung buyer's persona nyo, you will easily able to identify or set your campaign correctly. Kasi unlike traditional advertising, di ba dati ang advertising is sa TV lang, sa billboard. So, ang goal lang nila before is to reach as much as many people, or mas maraming taong makakita nun, mas maganda. But right now, with social media, it's we can say that it is more effective kasi yung ads na i-deliver is makakarating lang doon sa mga possible clients natin. So it's really a targeted audience. So mas effective, mas cost effective siya kasi you will spend yung money mo doon lang sa dapat na taong posibleng bumili ng services mo or ng product mo. So that's the difference between yung traditional advertising, yung boosting and yung Facebook ads. So boosting, ano lang yan, parang sabog lang na ads yan. Hindi mo matatarget kung sino. So ang Facebook ad, pwedeng matarget doon even yung lugar. So gusto mo lang mag-run yung ads mo, kunyari, within your city lang, pwede yon. Gusto mong matarget yung mga professor, mga doctors or athletes, pwede yon. So yun ang kainaman ng Facebook ads. Okay, so part of sa assessment natin with social media advertising, we also check yung um, yung objective mo and of course yung campaign na creatives. Again, katulad kanina, we have to check everything. Is it visually appealing? Yung copy, yung captions, um, are they grammatically correct? Um, is it imbibing your brand tone or your messaging? Does it imbibe yung inyong brand personality? So that's part of what we also check with social media advertising. Of course, social media platform, we also check kung which platform is doing well. Kunyari, mas okay ka sa TikTok, di doon ka na mag-spend ng mas maraming budget kaysa mag-spend ka ng malaking mag-alat ka ng budget sa Facebook, pero ang inyong mga nare-reach naman is hindi talaga yung target audience mo. So, pag ganyan, there's something wrong with the campaign. So, it's either we have to retarget it or we retarget the audience, or we might have to check on you know, what's wrong with the campaign. Bakit ganyan? Hindi lumalabas yung goal natin. Hindi walang conversion or hindi natin nakukuha yung pinaka gusto nating mangyari sa ating campaign. So we have to um, recheck our campaign again. So that's how it works. Next, analyzing influencer collaborations. So this is just um, campaign with an influencer. So we review any influencer marketing campaigns, and if there's an impact, malaki ba yung difference ng return, or malaki ba yung naging difference mula nung nag-launch tayo ng campaign with an influencer? Yung influencer ba, does it do they align with our brand's values? Na-invite niya ba yung gusto ng personality natin, yung personality ng ating brand? So hindi lang basta-basta kuha tayo ng kuha ng influencer. So it has to, their character has to be aligned with your brand as well. Meron pala tayong ano dito, influencer na kasama dito sa PCC. Yeah, andyan si Clarice, isa siyang influencer. Shout out kay Clarice. All right, and next, data analysis and reporting. So we use social media analytics tools to gather data for assessment. So lahat ng ginagawa natin, lahat yan, kailangan, we always check on numbers. We compile reports. We have to check and compare. So meron tayong mga templates na ginagamit to make sure that we are able to like monitor and compare and track our improvement sa ating strategies. So I guess we could send out templates if you want. You can um, message us or leave us a message, and then we can provide templates if you wanted to get a copy of templates ng social media auditing, data reporting, and um, social media audit. So just uh, just send us a message, and then we're gonna give you a copy. Okay. So kasi dyan natin i-base, yung mga reports natin, i-base natin doon sa mga numbers na nakuha natin. So mahirap kung um, hindi mo siya i-compile lahat, mahirap mag-interpret, mahirap mag-analyze if hindi organize yung ating reporting. So you would need to have like an Excel sheet to compile all your reports and all your data. And para mas madali mo nga din siyang ma-track. So meron yung year over year or month over month for you to be able to track if success ba yung campaign, okay ba yung mga assessment na ginawa natin, or this mga implementations or changes ng mga ginawa natin with our social media. And last, implementation of improvements. Wala namang mangyayari kung hindi natin i-implement lahat ng mga finormulate nating strategies. So based dun sa mga assessment results, dapat lahat ng strategy is implemented. And of course, dapat we continuously monitor and i-reiterate yung mga yung mga strategies na finormulate natin. Kasi kung assess lang tayo ng assess and hindi natin kayang i-implement yung mga improvements or strategies na ginawa natin, hindi rin magiging successful ang campaign, or hindi rin magiging successful yung inyong brand. So we have to monitor and make sure that those strategies are well implemented, and to make sure that we are really getting the results that we really needed. So it's mga napagod ba kayo? Napakadaming I hope you're able to like grasp yung yung ating napag-usapan ngayon, kasi it's really a long slide. Medyo minadali ko na, sorry kasi kulang tayo sa oras. But kung talagang magdidig deeper tayo, napakahaba pa talaga nitong branding assessment na to, kasi it will gonna tackle everything. It's like this is yung pinaka buod ng social media branding assessment. So okay, and again, if you have questions, please i-ano nyo na lang sa chat box so that we could answer it. I believe pala meron kaninang question si Aina, how to measure yung ROI.
Yes, yung question ni Aina about ROI.
Oo. Yung sa ROI, pag nag-run tayo ng ads, mag-generate siya meron yung mga insights. So makikita mo doon yung click-through rate, iba't ibang metrics ang makikita doon. Meron din doon cost for, basta may cost doon, makikita doon kung magkano ba yung in-spend mo sa isang per click. So yun. Dun yung ma-measure kung syempre the lesser yung cost, ibig sabihin mas effective yung campaign mo.
Yun.
Yun yan.
Nasagot ba, Miss Aina?
Yan.
Ayun ano.
Yes
So,
po.
Miss Monica, among dun sa brand strategies, so let's say mga bago pa lang nagsisimula pa lang itong ating mga participants. So what would you recommend na parang pinaka-basic na pwede nilang gawin among dun sa brand strategies, brand assessment strategies? What do you think yung pinaka first three probably?
First,
pwede mo ma-suggest?
okay. First three is yung consistency sa branding. Kasi yun ang
Mm.
una mong magagawa. Consistency ng branding mo. Tapos, kailangan is yung target audience mo.
Mhm. They have to
Yun.
know yung kung sino yung
Really
target
have
audience.
to know kung sino yung target audience mo. Kasi pag alam mo
Right.
na kung sino yung target audience mo, makakapag-formulate ka na kung anong type ng content ang pwede mong gawin.
Oo, yung mga mahilig ba yan
Yun.
mag-travel? Clarice?
Yes.
Yung mga mahilig ba yung kumain ng pizza or mahilig ba yung 'di ba sa sports? So,
Mhm.
let me add dun sa sinabi ni Ate Monica, if it's a targeted audience like what we do in social media, ma-determine mo doon, i-click mo lang doon actually, 'di ba Ate Monica, malalagay nila yung mga ages. Tapos kung
Mm.
sino kung yung gender, maka-click nila doon
Tama.
kung if they're running targeted ads for Facebook, no? Even sa
Mm.
TikTok, meron yan, somewhere diyan makikita niyo yan. In comparison with the traditional marketing na sinabi nga ni Ate Monica kanina, no, yung billboard, ganyan, yung mga print ads, medyo sabog. Tapos hindi mo alam kung sino-sino nakakuha. But when it comes to social media, let me yung parang lang din, i-reiterate yung sinabi ni Ate Monica kanina. Mas ma-filter mo, mas ma-focus mo kung sino ba talaga yung gusto mong i-capture ng audience. And through Facebook, ganyan, no, TikTok, meron doon mga i-click mo lang or ikaw yung gagawa ng sarili mong buyer's persona doon. Ayun nga, mahilig ba to sa sports, mahilig ba to sa beauty parlor, mga hair treatment, magpapayat. Nako, ang dami. Sky's the limit with the, 'di ba no, Ate Monica? Pagka gusto mo talaga ng targeted audience. Tsaka hindi masasayang yung pera mo if you really and truly know kung sino yung pinaka-audience mo, 'di ba no, Ate? So,
Tama.
with that, no, 'di ba? Marami ba kayong natutunan? Bigyan naman natin ng round of applause, virtual round of applause si Miss Monica.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a job well done, no, Ate? So, before we we end, sana magkaroon muna tayo ng groupie. Ayan, magkaroon tayo ng group picture, Nax.
Okay, stop ko muna
Parang
yung
principal ka, no, Ate? Ayun. Groovy, may I request yung mga ating mga participants to have their camera on? O, di ba? Naka-on na po ba lahat ng cameras?
meron pa iba.
Paki-on
Yan.
naman po ang ating mga cameras para po sa ating picture. Para ma-acknowledge din namin po kayo sa ating attendance. Ayan, may nagmo-monitor din po sa atin na principal. Charot. Oh, sige. Magka-count po si Ate Monica. Sige,
Okay.
Ate.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Ayun.
Okay. Teka lang.
Isa
Wait
pa?
lang.
Okay.
Isa pa.
Maganda ba ako
Okay.
dyan? Charot.
Wait lang. Check lang natin. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
sige.
another.
So,
Okay,
another.
1. Si Sir Brian, naka-off yung cam.
Sir?
Tsaka si Clarice.
Clarice. Be.
I'll skip for now, guys.
Okay. Sige,
Okay.
sige.
Si Tin. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yan.
Ayun. So, before we end, let me remind you again of our post-evaluation form na kailangan nyo pong i-fill up. And then, kasi dyan po tayo magbe-base ng inyong mga certificates. So, kung wala po tayong na-fill up na post-evaluation form like for yesterday, tapos today, nako, paano na yung certificates natin, no, Ate Monica, no? Baka hindi ma-produce.
Yes.
So, please, no, i-ano nyo po yan. Tsaka also yung renaming po natin sa ating mga Zoom names, kailangan po, no, ilagay nyo po yung full name nyo para wag po yung alias para makilala naman po namin kayo in our Zoom meetings. So with that, meron pa ba ako nakalimutan? So we'll be all seeing you again next weekend, ganito uling oras, Saturday and Sunday. Saan po makikita yung post-evaluation form? Meron pong link dyan sa inyong chat box. I think na-send po ni Miss Malu. Miss Malu, ayun. Yung po si Miss Malu, kindly accomplish post. Nandyan po ang ating link. Ayun. Sige. So if you have further questions, pwede niyo rin po kaming i-email. And I hope you learned a lot today and even yesterday. So with that, we just want to thank you and we wish you a good night's rest tonight. And we are dismissed. Thank you po sa lahat.
Thank you po.
Bye-bye.
Bye.